Hello everybody, I'm RuudDevil, welcome back to another Age of the Ring cast. I have loads of these queued up now, so I'll try and pump them out, giggity, as fast as I can. But today, we're on Harassment, which, if you've been checking the community tab, you will know that this is the first map. Or rather, this is the map for the round 1 matches for the new tournament that I'm hosting on May 1st. I have to... That might come as a surprise, because the community tab doesn't always pop up for everyone. But I'll be making an official video when I can be fucking bothered. So this is Harassment. This is I'm pretty sure an Age of the Ring map, and it's pretty fucking cool. Bottom right, myself as RuudDevil. Opposite me, my partner for the tournament, because I'm actually playing this time. Samuel Jenkins as Dogaldor. Opposite me is Oscar as Gondor. And then Puddles, who's been featuring a lot now, as Isengard. So, I'm just gonna walk you through... This is basically a 2v2 test run, because as I said, Sam is my teammate for the tournament and wanted to get some practice in. That's why we're playing on this map. And I wanted to get good with other factions, so I picked Rivendell. Opened up with the Forge start. Forges generate more resources than the Orchard, and they have a lot more HP, so it's harder to harass. I opened up with the Bounders, because on this map there is one signal fire. This is the only capturable thing on the map. So I'm going to send my Bounders straight there to cap it. We'll get the spellbook reduction, cooldown reduction, and we'll get vision. Oscar going with his tried and true fiefdom start. Because Sam's playing as Dogaldor, he's rushing Linhir Spearman. Or rather, he plans on making a lot more Linhir Spearman. And I told Sam to go Spiders, because as my teammate, if I have one that plays conventionally and then the teammate sort of is quite mobile and goes Harass, then it works out well. As you can see, Puddles is going to be the Harass for his team. And he's got double clan steading. And Wildmen are actually really good Harass. I kind of fucked up recently playing as Isengard in a 1v1. Because I wasn't focusing on the enemy buildings, I was focusing on enemy units. And you want to target the buildings because you get resources. Even the Spearmen get resources. Breland... they're just called Townsguard, right? Yeah, okay. I was going to call them Spearmen, but I was like, that's not their name. Creeping the Wargs for that extra sweet money. And Oscar sending his clansmen first. And then creeping with the Spearmen. So he's been paying attention. And, I don't know. It's quite choke pointy, like a lot of Age of the Ring maps. But once you actually get into the enemy base, it's really wide open. There's a huge space, particularly on this side. It's pretty cool. Anyway, Tangado Hyde comes in because Spearmen are at a disadvantage, so I thought I'd sort of make up the difference. I was screaming at Sam for help. And the Horn of Gondor goes in, but that's not going to save them from all these Feldbrood. Turkish Archers coming out. Underrated unit, honestly. 200. They cost 200, and you get the power of range. And as we all know in Age of the Ring, range is king. I don't think anyone said that before, but I'm fucking saying it now. Marketplace comes out. Oscar doesn't need to worry about eco for the rest of the game. And... have Wildmen entered the base? Wildmen have entered the base. Repeat, Wildmen have static. Orc Jail coming up for Sam. Now, I'm not sure about these. He was making the Forlorn statues, which cause debuff. It summons a horde of skeletal warriors. But when you actually summon them... oh, he made Thrain. Oh, Pog. When you actually summon them, their unit says Risen Dead. Now, Risen Dead are one of the banned units in the tournament. So I don't know if this counts. The reason why Risen Dead are banned is not because they're powerful, it's because the PP is bugged. You don't get as much power points from them. According to their value, anyway. So that's why I banned them. I mean, they are strong, but in a 2v2, I think you can counter it. So I'm not sure if this should be allowed. Thrain just got fucking skewered like a kebab by these Wildmen, and now they're just siphoning resources here. I decided to go harass with Bounders, because Bounders can stealth in trees, which makes them really good on this map. I made the Dunedain encampment. I made one Dunedain when we're going with Outriders. Heroic statues for the leadership and fear resistance, because I know he's getting Boromir out. And it seems Oscar is just going up with the fiefdom. Wildmen are doing some serious damage. They got the resource building here, and they're hitting the jail. +1, +1, +1, +1. Let's have a look. The resource tick can't even keep up. Look at that. It's like 3 farms going in. Alright, so look. Risen Dead. I'm guessing they have the same stats as Risen Dead? So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this should be banned as part of it? I don't know, man. It's not like you can spam him, but... if he kills them and doesn't get power points... well, I don't know. I don't know. That's a judgment call. I have to think about that. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I killed Pud's builder here, and now I'm just harassing. I think I might need to make a lot more bounders if I get Rivendell in the tournament, because there are a lot of trees here and a lot of good harass. And a harass is just... basically, if you can harass and not really lose much, rather than sending in whole armies, you just send the odd unit. I reckon it keeps the enemy on your toes, or on their toes. It forces them to rebuild their resource buildings, and you don't lose much. That's also why I made the Dunedain Outriders, for their mobility. And I don't think I get the farm here. Oh, no, I do get the farm. He's got a lot of spearmen, probably for the Fellbrood. Bounders, unfortunately, don't do that much damage. And Urk Scouts. Surprised about the Urk Scouts. I think as Isengard, you just want to ignore them, unless you're going to start with them, and then just go straight into the Urk bit. Because Uruk-hai have a lot of armor. If you can get them out quickly, then it's good night, Irene. Lots of wildmen. Puddle's doing a decent job harassing. I think because I told Jenkins to go spiders, a couple wildman spearmen is basically enough to fuck up his entire army. Anyway, I go in, destroy another farm, took his archers on the back line. Dunedain, look at the range on the Dunedain, finally! It seems I never get my archers in place properly. But look at that range, look at them go. It's insane. Anyway, the fiefdom spam is very difficult to deal with. That seemed like a bit of a waste on the horn, because I can just literally retreat and he's just used it up now. I've been guilty of that many times, but it's something that you should always actively avoid. Use the horn only when you're actually engaged. Anyway, I think... oh, these are my Outriders. Let's go over to Gondor Cam real quick. Gondor's out of money. I'm guessing he made a hero because while he's been spamming, he's got enough farms and the marketplace. Gondor Eco is just so strong. Anyway, I'm making a forward tower. I rushed out the... because I haven't really been losing many units, I've been able to get the library out. Sleepless Malice for that extra protection. Because these are actually veterans of the Last Alliance, and you get 2 at each resource building. So it's really good. I hid my Dunedain Outrider here because I'm researching banner carriers. I'm hoping they didn't notice. Let me switch to Isengard Cam. Isengard can't see me. Gondor can't see me either. Okay, good. So yeah, we got the forward tower. We got the Sleepless Malice. Rivendell Eco isn't actually that good. The orchards produce a lot less resources. I think they're capped at 20 at level 1. Which is a lot less than other buildings, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's interesting to see what Oscar couldn't see. Oscar couldn't see this whole area. So I just basically came out of the shadows, killed his builder while he rushed mid. I basically knew what he was doing because I had the signifier, so I could... I knew that his army wasn't here, so I was able to attack here. But it was interesting to see how little he could see. Anyway, the broken Faramir summon at level 3 comes in. Why are they broken? Well, they're Athelian Rangers. Oh, level 3. It's just fucking good, dude. Fucking good. He gets leadership and a summon. It's crazy. Spiders do come in, but a lot of spearmen in there. I think with the buff there, I think he was trying to kill Faramir, but it was not enough. Microing my army, I forgot about my Dunedain Outriders. I spent banner carriers on you, don't you fucking die! And hunted down by Urk Scouts. Second tower coming in. Rushing back to capture this because Vision is king and I will not relinquish it to anyone. I think at this point... where's my eco? I think I'm saving up for Lay of Lathian because I wanted to rush Grey Company. Because Grey Company are only 1,000. Get them pretty quickly. And, I mean, basically they just debuff enemies around them passively. They're like Nazgul, which is weird. But yeah, they're really, really strong. And more to do 9 Outriders. I feel like any more than 1 Cav, because basically I just want to use them for harass or an opportunistic, like, trample. They're not really the crux of my army. That's why I've only got one. One at a time. It seems the... Sam really could be using this for resources. It seems Wildmen really aren't... There's a lot of Wildmen just sitting there. I wonder what Puddles is doing. It's a bit weird. Erg Scouts obviously can't beat Cavalry. As I said, opportunistic trample, get a few power points here and there. As much as the Tango to Hide goes into Tornado, and as much as I like Tornado, unless your enemy clumps hard, you're not going to get that much value out of it. So I like to go to heal. I like to get heal, and then from heal go into Many Meetings, because Many Meetings is a really good summon, a really good tier 2. Because you can get Athelians, you can get Westfolders, you get Honorians, you get all really strong units, honestly. I think I'm probably researching Lay of Lathian now. Rivendell Dormitory comes out. Lay of Lathian has been upgraded. Oscar moving up middle. I think Oscar's basically just going to turtle and make his heroes. He's got Faramir. He's already got his Athelian Rangers. He likes to rush out those Athelian Rangers, which basically... I've got Gildor now. And what you're about to see is Goldor... Goldor? Yes, his name's Goldor. Gildor is about to get deleted by these Athelian Rangers. Even without the Bodkins, look how much damage they do. Look at that, the volleys. They have wounded me. I wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to avoid the long shot. Even though I had heal, Gildor still dies. And Faramir... Yeah. I mean, the Faramir leadership makes these Athelian Rangers... I mean, they're not knockback resistance, but they'll basically survive a trample because of that armor upgrade. Anyway, Great Company going in the tower. Probably a bit of a stupid decision, actually, because I don't think their buffs apply outside of towers. But I just sort of put them in there while I collected myself. Anyway, Oscar's Gondor army also attacking mid, going for the Signifier. Samwise is dealing with another Wildman incursion. Maybe he should be playing as Rohan for the lore accuracy. And I'm not sure where that buff was. I think I might be upgrading my fortress, but I don't remember doing that. Upgrading the Noldor barracks because of all of his Athelians. If I could get the Noldor archers with their attack speed buff, then I should be able to counter his Athelians. But later on, I found out that there is a much better counter to Athelian Rangers, which you'll see later on. And I suck at harass, but I'm proud of my harass game this game. Poking him with Dunedain Rangers, I can just run away. Basically, this is why Cav is good, because Cav can just deal with this. Anyway, there's the Athelian Ranger summon. Let's see what damage they do. See what I mean? It's a free summon, and look at that. Off a level 3. Christ almighty. Faramir is so overtuned, I feel. I don't know how much of that is salt, or how much of that is legitimate, or valid. But I think he is pretty strong. I think he needs some abilities moved around. And maybe the long shot nerf. The long shot nerf is so good, or sorry, the long shot upgrade at level 5 is so good on Faramir that I would say that it should go up to level 10. That's what I'm thinking, and you'll see its power later on too. Anyway, Oscar smells blood. He's attacking me here. I think I had my builder in my command group. That's why he charged there. That was just a mistake. Anyway, Noldor archers coming in. I revived Gildor. I don't know why. Like, basically, Gildor is melee. Oh no! Turkish archers die, and some of the Dunedain. So basically, all the units that Gildor buffs with his leadership just died. just fucking died. Impeccable timing. He's got the fire arrow, so I definitely know he has Bodkins. Wait, what the fuck? He used Longshot, but he must have just hit level 5, so it refreshes. Oh, fuck me. He could literally have done it again. He's got the Lone Tower summon that he loves to go with. There it is. He loves to go that left path. I keep telling him Athelian Wood's better. Athelian Wood nullifies leadership, which is very good against Rivendell. But this Lone Tower is actually tankier than it looks. And, actually kind of annoying, because you can just keep spamming him. So I see why he does go with it. Anyway, I'm almost at tier 2. The others are almost at tier 2. Oscar's already got his tier 2.
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Oh, here he is, boys. There he is. Sean Bean. Anyone who plays Lord of the Rings online, I got back into that game a couple days ago. I haven't finished leveling up in Isengard. But I wanted to just quickly start the Rohan content. And I'm at the part where you actually get to... Oh yeah, this is it. This is why I should be moved to level 10. Killed all my Dunedain. Look at the damage it did to Grey Company and Noldor archers. I had to waste a fucking heal to counter a level 5 ability. Are you kidding me? God, I'm salty. I think I wrote in chat, Faramir banned at this point. I was pissed. Anyway, Gildor summon coming out of panic. Anyway, as I was saying, Lord of the Rings Online, I'm actually at the Amon Hen part where you actually get to relive the events of the Fellowship. So I was playing as Boromir, protecting Merry and Pippin, and it was awesome. And if you've done that bit too, then just type Amon Hen in the chat in the comments, and I'll know that you're a cool kid as well, because that bit is really cool. And I'm gonna go back and level up in Rohan, or in Isengard, so I don't miss out on XP. But the little Rohan story instances around the Argonath and Amon Hen are so cool. I'm loving it. Like, that part is just, like, those are the parts of Lord of the Rings Online that are my favorite. They're so good. Anyway, now I'm really starting to panic. I lost Gildor once. Grey Company can get killed by a level 5 ability. He's got Bodkins. He's got Trebuchets hitting my forward base. And I know he's at tier 2. So I basically told Sam we're going to hit him hard. Sam managed to save up for Ravages. The tornado comes out as he retreats. I used it up on his Athelians over his Arnorians, because that's how much the Athelians scare me. Their ability to just delete heroes is terrifying. Anyway, pop this for the bonus damage. You should always pop that. Always pop it, otherwise it's worthless. You're spending 800 monies on Rivendell soldiers to not use their free upgrade, which is so useful. The Noldor archers get 50% attack speed, which I didn't use, and he fucking died. Gildor got deleted again. Horn of Gondor, which stuns my Grey Company from there and their heroic units. So, it was at this point that I had reached peak salt. And I can feel you guys smirking as you're watching this. You guys are leaning back in your chair with a huge grin. I know Thran's watching this going, "Cry more, dear." But heroic units being able to be stunned by Horn of Gondor, that doesn't make much sense. And also the radius of it is insane. So, we counterattacked. Sam had to pull back because the Wildmen took advantage of the situation. Sam's base is really looking bad. He's only got 3 resource structures. So while he's got a lot of Ravages, he can't really... If he loses that army, he can't buy it back. If you go to my economy, I've got no money. I've had to literally rebuild everything. I lost everything. Lost all my heroes, my heroic units, everything. And now I've got a leadership buffed, upgrade buffed, and siege-backed Gondor army on my doorstep. As good as the early harass from us was, I was really feeling like this was GG. Basically, I was fed up with Gildor. I wasn't really getting value out of the summon. There was no point in him getting leadership, so I got Strider. And later on, I'll get Anduril, Flame of the West, which, just for...
We are the Grey Company.
So that we know, Aragorn gains 40% magic damage and 50% damage versus heroes. He becomes an absolute unit with that Anduril upgrade. So as I said, I didn't like the tornado, but I couldn't think of a better way of getting the Athelian Rangers. But we are 3 points away from getting many meetings, which, as it turns out, is a very good counter to Athelian Rangers. Because being able to summon melee units... It's the same with the wolf summon that Doggle gets. Being able to summon melee units on top of archers, they can't escape, they don't do much damage in close range, and you just tear them apart. And Athelian Rangers are expensive. How much are they, actually? They're like 600, aren't they? 570, discounted a lot. But yeah, it's a lot of money. Anyway, dodge the long shot, but there's still a lone tower on my doorstep, really annoying. Polos is just sort of sitting here with Uruk-hai. Given that his money, when we clicked on him, he had loads of money. He's got 3,000. I'm guessing he's saving up for Saruman? But he should really be getting his upgrades. He could upgrade all of this. And you give heavy armor to Uruk-hai? I think there's Manslayers in there too. Or there's the banner carriers. I think that might be it. Anyway, Sam's gone for Tomb Guard as well. The more units of the Tomb Guard you kill, the stronger they get. And they've got 150% bonus damage now. That seems like one too many buffs, Sam. You already outnumber him. Anyway, tier 2's coming in. Warg Riders coming in into Tomb Guard. That's going to be messy. I mean, they charge anything they die. Warg Riders are dog shit. Anyway, the last March of Gondor comes in. Managed to get the heavy armor upgrade somehow. Grey Company back. I don't know how I'm doing this. Do I even have Reverence of Yavanna? Not yet. This is it, boys. This is a big climactic fight. 2 points away from many meetings. Athelian Ranger summon comes in. We got the attack speed buff. Thankfully, all my rangers out of range of the Grey Company. Stun comes in from Sam. Thank you so much, Sam. Many meetings. Oh! Oscar's favorite ability for Gondor, and I can't blame him. It's fucking orgasmic. But yeah, with the heroic statue, we got fear resistance. I think that's why the Horn of Gondor didn't work. Many meetings comes in. I think I summoned it on the siege, actually. Look, we got Honorians, Pathstalkers, and our own Athelian Rangers. Now, these guys are level 5, so I think they'll actually win. Devastation comes in from Pud to stop the encroaching Dogaldor army. You need to support each other in 2v2s. This is what Sam and I were focusing so much on. Attacking 2v1 and coming to each other's aid. Although I seldom came to his aid because I had a fucking Gondor to deal with. I do feel bad about that, but hopefully he can understand. I feel like Puddle should be sending his army in to help Oscar now. Basically to flank in round here and hit my base. Because it seems that the Wildman spam... I think he needs to stop the Wildman spam now. It's Uruk-hai time, boys. It's Uruk-hai time. Basically, if a full Uruk army was to rock up in my base, then that's all she wrote. That's really hard to counter. But a decent defense. I don't know how I got the funds to not only make these guys, but upgrade them. Because I lost a lot in that other attack. I was switching Aragorn between sword and bow. Mainly because I was scared of those Athelian Rangers. You want to keep them away from the fighting. The counter-attack is coming in. A lot of Ravagers. Puddles, why? Okay, the Uruk-hai army is finally moving down. Long shot comes in. I think it's going to miss, though. Tangado hide. A lot of Athelian Rangers still alive. Faramist. Oh, no, that's Baragond. Oscar is a fan of the Baragond slam shot. Tornado comes in as he's retreating. Man, that comes back really quickly. That's a lot of Rangers dead. Another 10 points. We're close to tier 3. The weather effect of Rivendell doesn't give you the stun, but it does give you armor and bonus eco. Spiders coming in. It's hard to micro and counterattack at the same time. Or, sorry, it's hard to harass and counterattack at the same time, but I felt like we could have done it. I feel like both sides could have done it, but we've gone for the more conventional battles. War Chant goes in from Puddles to buff. My Rangers are focused on Boromir, and he can't get out, he dies. A lot of my frontline units don't have heavy armor, but this backline is so strong. Being debuffed by Great Company as well. I used heal to keep Strider alive. The fucking slam shot from Baragond just slammed into those veterans. Holy cow. Oath of Ale. Fully upgraded Rohirrim coming in too to just trample my army. I think he made the right choice focusing on the Noldor over the hero. He could have probably killed the hero, but these Noldor, man. They're so valuable. They're upgraded as well. Anyway, we're double teaming him here. The Uruk-hai came in, but they seem to have been eaten a lot. Well, no, actually, Sam's army's looking pretty bare bones. I think the Uruk-hai and Tomb Guard fought to a stalemate. The wolves are rushing here. I would have hit the archers, actually, over the buildings. Siege works is hardly that important, but it's annoying, I guess. Crimpole was out, and obviously level 5, because he's got the dungeon. Crimpole's like, Master, I failed. Fuck, send more help. The way he's just running back there, it's just... Crimpole, where's your army? The what? Just the way he was running. Sorry, that I'm aware I'm the only one laughing in the room, but it was funny. Okay, what do you want from me? Anyway, 1 point away from tier 3. Let's check the other boys. Oscar was always ahead of me, although I did go with 2 tier 2s. But the tier 3 was a decent counter. 2 tier 1s coming out for Sam, almost at his own tier 2. I think he goes from wolves into stitches, I think. I think that's his play. Anyway, Aragorn with the Anduril upgrade? Yes! Don't have the Swan Feathered Arrows yet, just the Noldorin armor. And I think this gives us knockback resistance as well. No, it's just immune to fear and terror. Okay. Heroic statues are such an important building, guys. The fear resistance alone. It's kind of funny that good factions get wells and heroic statues, and evil factions don't. And yet it's still somehow balanced. Like, you wouldn't think, just on the top of that, you'd think it wouldn't be balanced, but it's actually pretty balanced. Anyway, Sinethra comes out. A hero that is hard counted by pikes, but nobody gives a fuck. Because she's tanky as shit. She has more health than Sauron, I'm pretty sure. Actually, she doesn't, but it's fun to say that. She's fucking tanky as hell. Anyway, it was at this point, seeing how much he clumped his units, that I began to be really thankful that I went with the Breath of Manwë. Because when you clump and up against a Rivendell, that's when you get tornado value. And the Shade. I remember I used to go with the Decoy Shade so much. But, I don't really go with it anymore. Anyway, huge counterattack. They seem to be focusing Sam. Loads of Wildmen. I don't know why he's still rocking Wildman. You needed fully upgraded Uruks to really fuck us up here. But anyway, seeing that he moved in, I decided to come in right behind him. Giggity. And basically we trapped him in here. Now his army isn't weak. He's got leadership, he's got Athelians. Longshot comes in. But basically Puddles was focusing on Sam's base and not his army. So basically Sam and me were able to just close the pincer and just nuke down Forlong there. Slime shot comes in and I mean there's some Wildmen there actually. Hold my tongue. But it's not a full Uruk army. It's like basically 2 armies versus 1.5, I would say. The rain comes in to give me bonus armor. And now there is no escape for him. All of his army is dying. He might get his heroes out. Faramir and Baragond are there. I think he didn't revive Boromir. Boromir died in the last fight. The attack speed buff from the Noldorin come in. And these guys had forged blades and heavy armor. And that is an entire Gondor army destroyed. There's a bit of a Hail Mary there. I don't think that was the right decision. When he counterattacked the first time, that was the right move because I had lost everything. But my Noldor army was, like, in a really good state. So now the tide turns. Baragond and Faramir did manage to escape. But now I've got a lot of power points. Researching the... Whoa, purchased. I already have it. So we've got nearly fully upgraded Noldor warriors. And I'm clumping a lot here. And it was always in the back of my mind. Does he have anything that can counter my clump? Like, the long shot, yeah. But I don't see Faramir anywhere. And I was really lazy here. I should have organized them. Because look, this is 700 command points where the units just in 1 meter of each other. But I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm pissed. I'm tilted. I'm not thinking straight. Let's just go for it. I told Sam I'm counterattacking. We used to always... Or we counterattack together a lot. Anyway, Strider's in the back there. We've got the Atlas heal. He buffs Nubai Dunedain, but we don't have any Dunedain with us. Unless Great Company count. Stitches comes in. Hornagondor comes in. We're getting focus fired by the archers. And poor Boromir, that's another hero down. Testament to the eco of Gondor that he's able to rebuild all of his heroes so quickly. He also made Gandalf as a Hail Mary. Oh shit, I forgot about this. Stunned by Stitches. Unable to escape. And then killed. I don't think Gandalf was a terrible idea. As you saw, the Wizard Blast did get a few kills there. But it was the Stitches. Because basically he could have escaped behind the fortress. He would have been fine. But the fact that the Stitches hook came in, that sealed his fate. Gandalf is a real expensive hero to get, so it's a big loss. But I don't think it was totally the wrong decision. It was just Stitches that made it so. Anyway, we're going for the fortress here. Umming and ahhing over whether we should do it. I've got this tornado in my back pocket. Isengard come from the north with Saruman. I put the tornado here to help Sam out. Puddles does have the fireball. There are clumped units. He could do it here. And basically, it's an upgraded fortress. We don't quite have the damage to deal with it. It's always Rivendell's problem with buildings. And Strider is going to die as one of them. Basically, Strider is so good. He gets the 50% damage to heroes with Anduril. But at level 6, he gets 75% damage. And then also buffs other heroes. So he's really good. Boiling Oil comes in. And that's basically all of Sam's army set on fire. And a lot of my Noldor, actually. Great Company, level 3. I always forget to use their abilities. That was Stitches exploding. Everyone stay calm. I feel like... I mean, I've said it a lot. He's got heroes just sitting here. Did he use the fireball? He did use the fireball, okay. Fortress is on half health. I did fully upgrade the fortress, and when you fully upgrade the fortress and immediately use a buff, it won't go off. So basically, I clicked on Eagle, it didn't go off, so it was a complete waste. I was a little annoyed, but then Oscar said he had rebuild, so it wouldn't have made a difference. I don't think I would have been able to finish off the fort. Entwives do come in. Sam does love his Entwives. Don't do that much damage to structures, but they counter that with excellent range and the fact that they can trample units. The Ent trample is really what makes them dangerous, in my opinion. There goes the Risen Dead as a counter. Still with the Wildman, I don't think... Like, Sam didn't have a lot of money, so Puddles did do a good job of hitting the eco. But as I've said about 18 times now, you gotta shift to Uruk-hai, dude. You gotta upgrade them. Are these guys upgraded? No. I think maybe because he built his forge afterwards, so it's leveling up really slowly. It's still not even level 2. It is worth destroying a furnace to make sure you get the 90% on the forge. Otherwise, it'll take forever to level up. Anyway, Oath of Aeol comes back already. Many meetings comes in because I'm not about to lose some archers that I just upgraded. No pikes. I think you're... Oh no, actually. We did get arable pikes. Lucky summon, actually. Saruman just sitting there. He could easily just fireball this clump. But I think he'd forgotten about it. I think he was focused on his base or whatever. And at this point, we're just sort of upgrading the Noldor and replenishing the ranks. Making sure our heroes don't die. I don't think I ever felt confident to get another hero. I think Strider was... I think I had Strider, and I think I revived Gildor later. Anyway, we spot Saruman. Oh, Fireball goes in. Actually killed those Noldor. And now watch this. Watch Strider here. Attack, move. He's just sliding. He's like on rollerblades. Look at him. Bloody hell. He's actually leveling up pretty slowly, honestly. Anyway, Uruk-hai pushing middle. Barrow White layer in there. But Tomb Guard and Entwives. And what level is your Sinethra? It's got the level 3 slow. That's nice. Gets to summon a level 6. I was very aware not to let Oscar rebuild. I know how strong Gondor are, particularly when they stack their heroes. And particularly once they're... I mean, I know how strong their eco is, so... I was trying to counterattack very hard. That's why Sam and I kept going in together. 8 points. He would have got the Eagles. That was on the back of my mind that he would get the tier 4 Eagles. And just completely leveled my base. I hadn't built the towers on my fortress yet, but it was on the back of my mind. Eagle Summon does come in from the fortress. Horn of Gondor does come in. And something is killing him. Is that the Tomb Guard? What the fuck? He does it for Gondor and then dies with his dying breath. Oh, we should all be so lucky. Honestly, I think that was just the Tomb Guard. Bloody hell, they do a lot of damage to heroes. I think Crimple was in there too, but still. Anyway, he's got upgraded barracks here. Was trying to take that out. Rebuild on the fortress comes in. Pod still hasn't hit tier 3. I think he goes for Freezing Rain, maybe. And this is a big deal. Sam is 8 points away from Gift of the Necromancer. Stitches goes into Gift of the Necromancer. And basically, that is the best tier 4 in the game. In fact, if you have Gift of the Necromancer, it's the only instance in the game when you would like your enemy to build up. To literally spend thousands upon thousands making heroes and upgrading their troops. Tornado comes in between the tower and the fortress using his infrastructure against him. And I'm just trying to destroy his buildings. Army is slowly dying, but I am just spamming units spamming units from the Noldor. He does have Boiling Oil, Numenor, and Stonework. But it's going to be a long way before we can kill it. Back to get to the Necromancer. The reason why you want to let your enemy build up is because unlike Flood or... speaking of Flood, there it goes in. I was annoyed that it didn't do more damage to the fortress. That was actually kind of annoying. But unlike other tier 4s, like, I don't think Flood insta-kills full upgraded troops. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. If it does, someone will have to correct me on that. But Gift of the Necromancer will not insta-kill upgraded troops, but it'll kill them very fucking fast. Boiling Oil comes out again. Strider is the last one here. The fortress goes down.
I would have gone with you to the end.
Oh yeah, easy to say that now, Aragorn. Aragorn was level 7, almost level 8. I thought he would have got more XP for final hitting a fortress, honestly, but... Anyway. Now the fully upgraded Uruk-hai come in. They've got the leadership from Lurtz, I think he's in there. But it was way too late. If he had got that in earlier, it would have been so hard to siege him, particularly with a Saruman Fireball. Anyway, new fortress is being rebuilt. But we did a number on Oscar's eco. I wasn't able to destroy this archery range. Buildings are a really good way... Or just... building... Like, you want to go resource buildings to strangle them economically. But if there's a level 3 barracks or something... Remember the time and the cost of upgrading a barracks. That's why it's a good win to try and destroy those buildings. Anyway. Building forward orchards, mainly because of the... defense or the sentries on it. I think this is where I was telling him to build towers, yeah. Because I feel like he would have got... Basically, my entire Noldor army died there. Even Strider died. So I figured Oscar had a lot of power points. Freezing Rain hasn't been used. This is my rain. He's at 12, yeah. He was at 0 when I last checked. So he basically got half his way to tier 4 from destroying my army. But his eco is weak. Command points are only at 550. And I got the tier 4 on that last attack, which... I mean, I think if it's a fully upgraded fort with defenses, you use Flood on the fort. And there wasn't really enough soldiers to really use the Flood up on an army. I think I made the right decision to use it on the fortress, because I did take down the fortress at the end. So I think I'm vindicated there. But yeah, there's still all this space that Sam could build resource buildings, and he didn't. But as you can see, it's a pretty back and forth game. Armies go in, get countered, and then they counter, and then they counter, and you know, it's a real back and forth match, a really epic 2v2 between pretty balanced players. But Isengard has been unleashed. I think he commits everything here. He's got some units here. I think you commit everything here, dude. I think this is a fully upgraded... I think this might be a fully... Does he have the convert? I'm not sure if he does. Anyway, Stitches comes in as a defense. I think the Bile doesn't do that much damage, but it does slow. Oh, and they do Fear as well. Bloody hell, that's hard to see. He needed Ballista, actually. Forget what I said about sending everything in. He needed Ballista. Manslayers are in there. Sinethra surrounded. She charged pikes as well, upgraded. Devastation comes in to freeze the Blighted Trappers. And Sinethra, fucking hewn, even as she lay against the Hornburg. Felled by Uruk pikes. I think I summoned the eagle from my base to lend him help. Kargas is in there. There's the eagle right on cue. And let's have a look at Sam's points. 24. I think this Uruk-hai army... Yeah, he needed siege. I feel like Puddles is a bit inexperienced with Isengard. And that might have made a difference in this 2v2. But as that last Uruk fell, we now have enough. I told Sam to research Palantir on the fortress so we can see exactly what he's got left and when to use it. And as much as I said you want to wait, because we had already taken down his fortress, we knew the end was near. So I decided to go in and we'll do the Gift of the Necromancer and we'll finish him. And look how beautiful these rooms are. It's the capes, honestly. Like, the silver armor is beautiful. But I think it's the red capes, dude. The red capes are gorgeous. I don't think I get to use Tangato Hide with Strider. I'm pretty sure I don't. Anyway, Grit of the Necromancer does come in! That's a lot of dead whites, but as slow as it is, the archers were able to get away. And I couldn't rush the fortress because that's where the gift was, and I didn't want my own units to die. Gift of the Necromancer does hit friend and foe alike. Tornado does come in. Uruk crossbowman with the fire arrows. So a lot of Athelian Rangers there. Man, I fucking hate Athelian Rangers. So I summoned Misty Mountains on them. Misty Mountains. Many meetings again. And you'll see that they just get cut down to these Westfolders. Many meetings is such a good counter to Athelians. But credit to Oscar, he's great at pumping out those Athelians. And even though we can't see the effect for some reason, even though I am playing on high, Gift of the Necromancer did sweep down, and he's probably just got it on the archery range here. Eagle Summon comes in. 14 points. I was tempted to get Gandalf, but I think I wanted to get Bombadil. A Fire Shall Be Woken is here. 75% damage. Baragon Slamshot comes in. I didn't even realize Aragorn got away from me here. The heal should come in any second. There goes the heal. Oh, and the Fireball knockback does say Saruman. He really would have died there to Aragorn. Aragorn was cutting him apart. But the Eagle is chasing him. Oath of Ale comes in as the last desperate attempt. Yeah, it's a pretty decent defense, given that we outnumbered them. And I think Saruman is about to become bird mate here. Not that kind of bird mate. You know what I mean. Run, Saruman, run! Oh, well, he's dead. But yeah, they actually held us up well. The archery range is still alive. Barracks is still alive. Given that I had a Noldor army here, the Oscar showed remarkable resilience to Rivendell's memes. And I had 4 grand here. I could have easily gone for Glorfindel. Get that Blade Master level 3. And fucking Faramir shooting Gildor like he slept with his mother. How rude. Gildor really chasing after him. Gildor does not like Faramir. Can't guess with that Morgamir animation though. And then Faramir goes down. So now just last ditch effort. That fortress doesn't have Numenorian stonework, but it's still must be traveled with. And yeah, I think he called GG. He did have boiling oil, but I think he saw the Entwives, he saw the Tomb Guard, and he demolished. And you know what? Fair play. Oscar's Gondor is nothing to be sniffed at. He played so remarkably well. But Sam and I were really tryharding this game, and I think our coordination with our 2v1s really helped out. And it's just amazing Gondor's able to pump out that many heroes and upgrades and still have a decent eco. So now, we knew it was GG. Puddles like to do a last stand, because who doesn't like to do last stand? Thrain apparently didn't like to do that. So we're basically just going to fast forward and hope we don't crash. I hit win / not control /. There we go. I was making Revelers, but in the end I don't think I needed the Revelers. I was 5 points away from Bombadil. And Strider did die in that last battle.
Oh, we have such stories to tell.
And there goes the Revelers. We're just going to speed it up again.
Come, friends. Duty.
And I saw he had mine launches, so I felt like he was trying to bait me into him. But I was just taking my time. Revelers were on the way. Actually, I say I was taking my time. I was fucking impatient. I think I waited for one Reveler to get here, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it, we're going in. Revelers are strong. They have loads of good passives, actually. Let me just read off one to you. Passively decreases speed and attack damage of enemy units in a wide radius by 50%. Now, that is insane. Now, of course, no one uses them because it's annoying to micro, because they're non-combatants, so... Oh, no, actually, I think they do move. Because they do have an attack, so they do move.
Oh, we have such stories to tell.
Why the hell don't people use them then? Because that's such a good passive. Yeah, they can attack buildings. It's not like Arwen. Anyway, Reveler attack comes in. That's just one of them on a level 3 furnace. Respectable damage, honestly. Damn, that passive is good. Okay, next time I play Rivendell, I'm getting one Reveler just for the passive. Because it's in a wide radius. So it should work. Anyway, Flood comes in on the fortress. And everyone's favorite, Big Tom Bombadillo. Pop the invincibility immediately. Sam told me the tornado does amazing siege damage. And I think he's right. I put the tornado in the middle of the fortress and look at it go. Bombadil also just slamming it with his Fists of Destiny. Give to the Necromancer on Puddles' last builder because Sam is heartless, apparently. And I finally get Forged Blades at the very end. I was fighting 90% of that fight without Forged Blades. Dogaldor come in from the right. And fuck me, how many NYs did you make? That was a lot of boulders. I think he capped out on them, honestly. And now it's just party time. Do I summon Old Man Willow? Sam made a joke about Old Man Willow, and Where is Old Man Willow? Oh yeah, that's right, I saw the Desolation. Come on, Old Man Willow. The old forest actually kind of looks like this. Old Man Willow, goddammit! There's Old Man Willow. There it is. Beautiful. Anyway, that was a 2v2. And this was actually the first map for the Chadhod Championship. So, if you enjoyed this cast, then hopefully the tournament matches will be like that too. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.